imagine a world where justice was not about fairness, but about fear. A world where men and women were boiled alive, where screams echoed through crowded squares, where pain was public and punishment was a spectacle. This is not fiction. This is not legend. This was the Middle Ages. But here's the truth most people never hear. Out of this unimaginable darkness came something greater. A resilience. A strength. A will to survive. Today, we journey together into the darkest punishments of the Middle Ages. Not just to witness the cruelty, but to discover what it means to endure. What it means to rise.
The Middle Ages, a time of castles, knights, kings, but beneath the banners of glory was a world ruled by terror. Picture this: the marketplace, merchants shouting, children laughing, the smell of bread in the air, and then silence, because a bell tolls. Justice is about to be served. At the center of the square stands a man. His crime? Stealing bread to feed his starving children. And the sentence? Not prison, not forgiveness, but boiling. Yes, a giant cauldron, bubbling over fire. The crowd gathers. Mothers clutch their children. Some cheer, some look away. The man trembles. He prays. And then he is lowered in. The scream cuts through the air. And in that moment, punishment is not just for him. It is for every soul watching, a warning, a weapon of control. But here's what history doesn't tell you. Even in these moments of fear, humanity resisted. Families shared whispers of courage. Communities learned to protect their own. And deep within the fire, the spark of resilience refused to die. Let me ask you, if you were there, in that square, if you watched cruelty dressed as justice, would you stand frozen, or would you find the strength to endure? Some punishments were not designed to kill. They were designed to break. The rack, a wooden frame, ropes tied to wrists and ankles. And slowly, the wheel turns. Bones crack, joints tear. Every breath is a scream. And yet, listen closely, not all who faced it broke. Some prayed through the agony. Some whispered songs of defiance. Some even smiled, daring their tormentors to do their worst. Think about that for a moment. What kind of spirit endures when the body is shattered? What kind of courage survives when hope is almost gone? The paradox of medieval torture is this. In trying to destroy humanity, it revealed humanity's greatest power, the will to resist. And isn't that the same struggle you face today? Maybe not with chains and racks, but with heartbreak, with failure, with rejection, with the silent battles no one sees. The world may not pull your body apart, but life will test your spirit. And the question is the same. Will you break or will you rise? The Middle Ages were not just about torture. They were about survival, about transformation. The Black Death swept across Europe. Millions perished. Armies clashed. Villages burned. Kings ruled with fists of iron. And yet, this is not how the story ends. Because even through the darkest punishments, the cruelest tortures, and the most unthinkable pain, humanity endured. From fear came the demand for justice. From suffering came the call for compassion. From ashes came the birth of something new. The Renaissance, the dawn of reason, the rise of law over fear. And that is the lesson we carry today. History is not just a mirror of the past. It is a guide for the present. The darkest punishments remind us, pain ends, fear fades, but strength echoes across centuries. So maybe your struggle today feels impossible. Maybe the fire around you feels too hot. Maybe the weight on your shoulders feels too heavy. But remember this, if they could endure that, you can endure this. Your pain is temporary, your strength is eternal. And when you rise, you will not rise alone. You rise carrying the legacy of every soul who refused to be broken. This is not just history. This is a reminder. You are stronger than the punishment, stronger than the fear, stronger than you believe. If this story stayed with you, share it with someone who needs hope today. And if you want to keep walking these journeys of struggle and strength, join me here. Together, we'll learn from the past to grow stronger in the present.